Okay, so just got done seeing Weapons, and right off the bat, easily, this is way better than Together, and they're not extremely similar movies, really much. I mean, there's some similarities as far as like tone and everything goes, but Together just happened to be the last one I saw, and like I said in my video earlier, how Together, it was not hyped really too much before I saw it. But then the response that I got from seeing others was like, oh God. If I would have seen the reviews before I saw the movie, then I would have definitely thought it was overhyped. In the case of Weapons, I'm not sure how hyped up it is. I mean, I hear good things, but I don't know if they're like, hey, it's one of the better movies of the year, one of the better horror/thrillers of the year, or if they're in the territory of like, oh my God, best horror movie of the past 10 years or something like that. It's not in that realm. It is very strong though. There's one large fault that I personally found with it. But otherwise, it's a very well-constructed, well-told, well-acted. I mean, everything is very good about it. The way it tells the story fits exactly what's going on. So it's different. The way it's told, it's not new or original, but it fits. It does not come off gimmicky at all. The way it tells, this like kind of viewpoints from different characters as the movie goes along. But from beginning to end, you're definitely interested in what's going on. All the characters are interesting. There's good clues here and there about what characters are thinking, what other characters are thinking about other characters, and it's all really interesting. I always love any time that there's a movie where the characters have to figure something out, and especially when there's like certain people that might be against one another at first, and they might have to team up, and they have to draw plans out and figure stuff out, and look at evidence. All that happens in this. So it really holds your interest as far as being able to place you into each of the at least main 4 or 5 characters. It really does a great job of putting the audience member in each one of their shoes, and doing it because the information that you've gathered from one character's story, you take that and you learn about the next character's story, and then when the third character pops up, you have bits of information that is necessary to follow along with what that third character is doing. So there's a lot of puzzle pieces missing, and slowly, one by one, from different characters' point of view, you start putting those pieces together. It's not exactly obvious as to what's going on, but the way it's presented, you definitely know something is up with one particular character's storyline, or at least something surrounding that character. Really, there's nothing really that wrong with it whatsoever. There was not one moment really that I felt that anyone was doing something stupid or making the wrong decision. Anytime that a character might have stepped out of bounds a little bit, as far as, oh, maybe they shouldn't exactly be doing this, well, then you'd have someone else be telling them that on the screen. Hey, you're really, the principal and the teacher relationship, especially in the first act there, it's nice that the movie is acknowledging that the ways maybe some of the characters are acting a little bit, especially in the situation that they're in, and also learning a little bit about their backstory. But you understand why people would be doing the things that they're doing, even though other characters may not. But I had a lot of fun with this. There were some funny moments here and there that felt natural. Overall, it was kind of surprising. Justin Long popped up there. I had no idea Josh Brolin was like one of the main persons in the movie. Yeah, I mean, it had a good little cast. Uh, the thing that I would say is it didn't quite stick for me, and it was you get towards the end, and you're like, okay, the movie's right here. Can the end push it up? And I felt like in this movie, I didn't feel like the ending would bring me down as far as what my ranking would be, but the ending could definitely push it up to something higher than what it was all along, based on what I felt that it was setting up. And the ending is just, it's an ending. It happens. Everything is wrapped up for the most part. There's still lots of questions of what, why. But I mean, it definitely closes everything as far as the characters in the movie need to know or need to understand for the most part. I don't know if any of the characters in the movie are going to get more out of what they experienced than what the audience sees. But I felt like it could have built up to something a little different. Not that the ending fell flat at all, because it didn't really fall flat. It just, I just would have liked to have seen something a little bit extra. But yeah, so I think it's preventing me to call the movie like, top 10 of the year. It could be in my top 10 because it was very good. It depends on how many great movies come out after this. But yeah, as of now, it's easily in my top 10 because this year's been kind of weak as far as like really great stuff goes. So yeah, I would definitely highly suggest watching this. And one final piece here. It does start off by saying this is a true story, and obviously it's not a true story. I don't know if this is 5% a true story, if it's completely made up, I don't know. But I'm not going to be gullible. I'm not going to think that it's a true story, but I will look up to see if there's any little speck of something that this could be based off of, just to see. And then also maybe I do want to read up a little bit more about it, see if anyone gathered anything, because maybe the movie was a little bit deeper than I saw. Maybe that's why the ending fell even for me, not flat, but it didn't rise up. But maybe I missed something that maybe it has some deeper things going on that I would like to figure out. I don't think so, but we'll see. But otherwise, yeah, I will say it right now. So far, my top 10 of the year. We'll see by the end of the year. But this one, finally, I'm not let down big time. Yeah, let me know what you thought about it, and if you think it's a top 10 contender of the year or not. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you in the next one.